Hey guys, welcome back to Daily December 2016 for Origami Twist. Today's video is a milk carton star. Now I didn't have a milk carton handy and I was in the mood for some digestive biscuits. These are really nice cookies here in Australia. So I went and bought a box of cookies, or biscuits as they're called here. But a milk carton is actually the perfect size container for this because it's easy to get one just about anywhere on the planet. Essentially what you need is a square box. So if your box has square dimensions and is roughly this size, it will work beautifully. And of course you could make your own out of cardboard if you don't have one. Okay, so every 3/4 of an inch I'm going to make a little mark. I'm going to start my 0 point, and remember, not all rulers have a 0 point right at the edge. Like mine, my 0 point is right there next to inches. So you don't start at the edge of the ruler, you start at the 0 point, and your measuring will be accurate that way. Sometimes it's at the edge, sometimes it's not, so be very careful with that. So I'm going to line up my 0 point at the end of the box. So not counting the flaps, I'm going to go where it's a nice straight line all the way across. Then I'm going to measure in 3/4 of an inch, and you can slide your paper or your ruler down and do 3/4 of an inch, or if you're pretty good with measurements, you can just go to the next 3/4 inch mark and keep going. So 3/4 of an inch, 1 1/2, 2 1/4, 3, and so on. 3 3/4, 4 1/2, 5 1/4, and 6. You should have 8 even pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're good. Now we're going to turn it around, but as you can see, there's an arbitrary amount of space left. So we want to go from this side to get that 3/4. So line it up with the 3/4, or you can actually turn your ruler upside down if you want to. Just make sure it's nice and even with the side of the box. However you're comfortable. If you're comfortable eyeballing it, if not, you can go the other way and mark off all those 3/4 of an inch all the way up to 6 inches. Okay, now we're going to draw a line between the two. I'm not using a paper trimmer for mine today. Now, you'll notice I'm using a permanent marker to make these lines. You can use a pencil or a pen so that they're easier to cover up once you start to make your star. But I'm just going to draw the line between the two so that it's easy to cut. My paper trimmer is not strong enough to accommodate all of this cardboard, so I am going to use scissors to cut mine today. But if your paper trimmer is strong enough, you certainly can use a paper trimmer and you can skip this step. There we go. Now, as you can see, I was in a hurry, so we've got some imperfect lines, but you get the idea. You'll be doing this with a little more patience and probably with a marker that's not going to smear as well. But you get the idea. Now I'm just going to cut up these 8 strips and I'll be right back. Great, now that we've cut the strips, we've got a whole bunch of little diamond shapes, 8 of them to be exact, and some extra pieces that we can throw in the scrap pile. And now we are just going to glue them all together, keeping in mind that if you're using a milk carton, you want to make sure you find an adhesive that will accommodate the wax coating on the outside. And it's the same thing with the biscuit box. It's going to have a shiny coating on the outside, so just be careful which adhesive you choose. I'm just going to use double-sided tape for the ease of this video. It also happens to be 3/4 of an inch wide, so it's kind of perfect. And you just attach the edges together. And we're going to do the same thing with the other 6 pieces. And with the last piece, you want to make sure you put adhesive on both sides. Open it up and slot it in, making sure it's nice and neat. And there you go, you've got one milk carton star, or in this case, a biscuit box star. This will go great on a door or on a wall. If you spray paint it, maybe silver or gold, be absolutely gorgeous. And I hope you make a whole bunch of them. Make them a little bit smaller and go ahead and put them on the Christmas tree as well. And yeah, it should be lots of fun. I can totally see this in glitter as well. I think this would be really great covered in glitter. I hope you give it a try, and we'll see. And please subscribe if you haven't already. There are a lot more videos like this to come in the near future. And I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow for another Daily December video, 2016. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.